Welcome back. I'm here with Rodney Spriggs to talk a little bit more about the City of Joplin's Proposition A. How are you doing this morning, Rodney?
Very good.
All right. Thank you, sir, for waking up early with us today. I know it's a little bit before most people's wake-up call, but so tell us about Proposition A. What is this tax about for people who don't know?
So what this is it's called a use tax, but it's really so that they can collect the sales tax. And with today, internet sales being about 15% of all sales, that's money that's supposed to be in the city of Joplin for public safety. The police and fire department's a big deal right now, and they're talking about little underpaid compared to area communities. So you've got to be able to fund that, the streets, the parks, the things that you expect in a city for them to provide. So you need a way to collect it.
Yeah, they're not seeing that tax money from those online purchases.
Right. So you're already paying the state of Missouri because they have a use tax. Over 100 cities in Missouri already have a use tax in place that allow them to collect basically this sales tax on internet purchases. So again, it's also about being fair. Why do some businesses not have to collect it, which would be somebody selling on the internet, but yet every other business that's been in existence since the beginning of time does? And there's probably a politician somewhere 2 decades ago that gave him a carve out. And it's time to just be fair so there's a level playing field for local business versus every other business that's on the internet.
Sure, so a local business may not have that incentive to start up with that extra tax that they would have to pay versus an online or something like that.
Well, in theory, why wouldn't you just start business internet only?
Sure.
Because that way you don't have to collect sales tax. Now, Supreme Court ruling was just made that they also corrected and said, hey, this is not right. There needs to be a sales tax collected. So this is on there. It's City of Joplin Prop A, not to be confused with the Right to Work State Question Prop A.
A different Prop A that is also causing a lot of people. A lot of people are talking about that proposition
Correct.
as well.
So there's a little confusion, but this is City of Joplin Prop A. It's the very last question on the ballot. So again, I'm not a big tax guy. I'm a retailer, and I don't want to pay undue taxes, but you've got to be able to fund the city stuff. And with Joplin growing, the sales tax revenue has been pretty flat over the last 2 years, and yet population's up 3,000 to 5,000 people. So you've got to take care of it now because there's going to be a problem in 5 to 10 years if you don't. And we're just missing out on that income for the things that the people of Joplin expect.
All right, and this election is coming up when?
It'll be this coming Tuesday.
This coming Tuesday.
6 days from now.
Less than a week, all right. So
right.
Prop A coming up less than a week, the local Proposition A as well. So all right, well, thank you very much for joining us. Anything else you'd like to cover this morning?
That's it. I think just fair tax and a level playing field for businesses, that's what it needs to be. So please vote yes on City of Joplin Prop A.
All right, well, thank you very much for joining us this morning and waking up early with us. We appreciate it. And right after this, we'll have another look at weather and birthdays. Stay with us.